Hi Felicities, this is Jan Victor and you're tuned into the channel with no name. Today we're back doing a very different video because I figured out how to record the screen on the computer. Google. And I wanted to do a video on shopping small business, both small businesses across the world and then thinking about things locally. And so I'm featuring a few of the small businesses that I bought apparel or other goodies from, and also just, some tips and tricks on how to use our money during this pandemic, because I think that, there's businesses that we want to see when this outbreak is over, and so how do we ensure that the money we spent goes to these companies so that we can continue to buy and be styled by them. So I hope you enjoy this video, and we are gonna go into the computer. I didn't record properly. So I want to feature Aprohemian. If you don't know, they are the makers of the red geometric skirt that I bartered from my coworker and really good friend. They have different things such as jewelry. They also have home goods, and for me, my favorite is obviously the apparel. And they are a small business that's based out, I believe, in Chicago, and the thing that I like the most are the skirts, and I actually want to reach out to them to see if they're gonna do any other colors of skirts, but this is what I'm looking at right now. But I'm contemplating if I want the floor length one or if I want to go midi. And so they have really cool pieces. The other company I would like to highlight is Shop at KSP. If you have seen my yellow skirt that I have worn on my Instagram, they are Shop at KSP is the one that created that piece. They have really good, very romantic products, and they're actually based out in so-called Los Angeles, which are the ancestral homelands of the Tongva. And let's click on, this is the dress, here is the skirt. So this is the skirt that I have, but this one is in a different color, and I will say that right now they currently aren't shipping, but you can they will ship as soon as the shelter in place in so-called Los Angeles ships. The other one I want to highlight is Shop the Curated. If you know, I have that camel coat that I purchased for my Paris trip, and it's $350. It's right here. They recently came out with other types of coats, including the teddy that's being, I believe, tested out. They have the graduate one, and so I would recommend that if you live in a colder climate, this would be such a perfect piece to your ad, and this would be a perfect piece to add into your collection. And then I wanted to feature a local Long Beach Instagram shop. They do have a brick and mortar store, and it's called Native Soul, and I have bought dresses from them for my birthday. I have bought my friends gifts here. They have an assortment of vintage things and upcycled pieces, and one of the things I recently bought was a face mask that I got for my mom because of the pandemic and because my mom is a nurse, and so it's an added protection. They are based out in what is so-called Long Beach, and they run really dope events, and I wanted to feature this piece, or this group. Another group that I found as a result of Native Soul and the events they host is Ginto Seeds. I'm sure you've seen me work out during those videos. You've seen me wear a tank top that it kind of fits this aesthetic, and this is run by somebody that I actually went to college with, and this brown one kind of looks like, and this blue one looks like the shirts that I have in terms of the tank top. I prefer tank tops obviously for the gym, and what I like about it is because it looks like you have a tattoo on without committing to a tattoo, since I don't know, I don't think I could ever get one done on my body. But these are just some of the small businesses I recommend. I realized I was supposed to do this at the intro, but whatever. And so you saw just some of the different businesses that I wanted to highlight. I think that this, I mean, obviously there could be a more comprehensive list, and depending on where you live, there are so many small businesses in our neighborhoods and also in our network. I really want to invite y'all to think about the small business owners in your circle of friends and how you're using your dollar to support them. One of my really good friends who owns a restaurant in Long Beach, in West Long Beach where I work, I constantly support them by utilizing our organizational funds when we have money to cater food to purchase things from their restaurant. She's also starting a bakery kind of dessert IG company, whatever you want to call it, limited LLC. And so, I'm putting out an order from her, and I want to support her, and I want to see her grow her business. And there's so many other folks in our circle, in our neighborhoods, and in our community that are also probably not just small businesses, but maybe people of color, black-owned, indigenous business. And so why don't we use the power of our dollar to invest in them? As I'm talking about small businesses, one of the friends I made on a summit retreat, her name is Liv, and she is indigenous and super dope and like really talented, actually makes earrings. And so I asked her to make these for me, and so I'm super excited to just, let me see if I can, it's always hard since my the whole of my ear right here. I'll just put one. So yeah, she made this. So it's like we can support our friends, we can support our peers, and we can use our money to support people that hold our identities. For me as a queer, non-binary immigrant Filipino, I want to support folks that have similar struggles and experiences as me, because they know what that fight is like to make a company pop in and to keep it going. And so I hope you enjoyed this episode, and definitely use your money next time and buy locally or shop small. Bye, Felicities.